Welcome back to the Zach Winger Show. Before we get into this episode, quick announcement. Balloon 3, the summer 2025 edition, is either here or will be here in the next couple of days by the time I'm recording this, and by the time that this YouTube video is posted. So go to Zach Winger Art on Instagram. That is Zach Winger Art on Instagram. Learn how to purchase a copy of Balloon 3. This edition is awesome. I'm telling you, I'm really, really proud of it. I really want you guys to check it out. Go check it out. Enjoy the rest of the episode. That's so ridiculous. Welcome back to the Zach Winger Show.
It's gonna be so fucking loud.
I know. Especially like compared to everything else. I wasn't expecting the glass
Like
of metal
everything's
shaking.
moving.
Yeah. We're experiencing an earthquake. That is. We are about to make some mixed drinks, but I guess before I get into that, who is we? Who am I talking to today?
Well, that's really more of a philosophical question. Drew Head.
Hell yeah. What am I looking at in front of me right here?
You are looking at a butchered orange that I'm gonna throw in the shaker.
I didn't know if you were gonna use the peel or the actual fruit part.
Well, for this, I'm using the actual fruit part. I'm kind of just making this up.
Oh.
It's gonna be the general idea is that it's a margarita.
Okay. Cool.
But it's not. I am not a bartender.
Oh, what? I thought you were. Well, not bartender, but I thought you had your mixed drink knowledge.
I mean, I know how to make a few things. I have a liquor license, but
Whoa,
I'm not actively
cool.
Using it.
I gotcha. What are those?
I-
For context, because you guys can't see us, we're making a mixed drink live in person right now.
Yeah.
And I don't know
Zach
what it's
has
gonna
no
be.
idea what I bought at the liquor store.
I do have no idea. I see an orange. We have a cutting board, a knife, an orange, a navel orange?
Yep.
Whoa.
A big ass bottle of tequila that I stole from my house.
Oh, that's huge.
Yep. Costco.
Nice, yeah. Ooh, that's
Sponsored by
good sound.
Kirkland.
Yeah. Every episode is like unofficially sponsored by whatever we decide
Alcohol,
to drink. Yeah. That's cool. You have the little stopper thingies or whatever.
They don't work very well.
Oh, well.
Come on.
Okay, now we're adding the
Good
tequila on top of
There's no
the
good
orange.
way for me to count
yeah, I was
when
like-
it's pouring like this, so
Yeah.
it's going to be however strong I make it.
Yeah, the stronger the better.
That looks about 2 ounces, so we'll just...
That was mine. It's like about, what did she say? It's like 2 shots of vodka, and it's like
Yeah,
the
and
whole
then
fucking bottle.
Yeah. It sounds like I'm pouring for a really long time, but
I hope
this,
that's picking up on the thing.
this like pour spout thing does not work very well.
Yeah, but the bottle's lower than it was a minute ago. What is this? Oh, I've seen this
is
before.
triple sec.
Okay, can you describe to me what that is? Because I always hear about it, and I don't think Is there alcohol in that?
Yes,
Okay.
it's an orange liqueur.
Do people drink that just straight up, or is it just for mixing? Like, could I drink it straight up and have a decent time?
You could. Do you want to try? I've never tried it by itself.
Oh god, maybe. I guess so. Yeah. What the hell?
Let's see.
Yeah.
I'll try this one.
Yeah.
Oh, that
Much
one works way
better.
better.
Oh, let me put my phone on Do Not Disturb, by the way.
We're gonna start
There we
this
go.
out with half a shot of triple sec.
Yeah.
It
Cheers.
smells orangey. Oh, that's not bad.
It's not bad.
This is very
It's
sweet.
not good. Yeah. I see why
I
it's a
wouldn't
mixing
drink it
thing.
by
Yeah. Maybe on the rocks. Can you imagine going to a bar and getting triple sec on the rocks? Okay, that does pour much, much better.
Yes, it does. That's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah. Why do bars and restaurants use stuff like that?
Because you can, when it's a more controlled pour like that, you can count and measure So like you can use this. This side is 1 ounce. This side is 2 ounce. I believe the technical name for this is a jigger.
Yeah.
With a J.
I did just learn about that yesterday, literally yesterday, and I was like, oh, wow. They could definitely come up with a better name.
Yeah.
They had to say it real slow.
Yes. Really enunciate.
Yeah. With the J. Okay, what is this drink?
This is just sweet and sour mix.
Okay. You would not want to drink this straight up, I would imagine. Well, maybe.
I don't know. Let's see.
Is it sweet and sour?
Yeah. It's basically lemon and lime juice.
I guess I'll try it just because you did. I don't want to make you the only one. Oh, yeah. That made my whole, lips pucker up.
Yeah.
But I like sour stuff, so.
Me too.
Nice. I'm excited. All kinds of liquids.
Yeah.
Let's add some more.
This one. That one sucks.
Add some more, shall we?
Yeah.
This is about to be the strongest drink ever.
Probably.
Hey, that's fine by me. Yes.
It's probably at least a double.
Oh shit. Do we need ice?
Probably should have gotten ice.
I don't have normal small ice cubes. I have big ass whiskey ones though.
It'll be fine. Do you mind
No,
that it's gonna
I don't
be
mind.
lukewarm?
I don't. Either way, I don't mind if it's.
Let's just drink lukewarm margaritas.
Okay. You sure you wouldn't rather have a big ass ice cube in the middle of it?
We can put the ice cubes in the cups.
Yeah.
I'll
That's
shake
what
it.
That's
Yeah.
what. Okay, yeah. We'll do it on the rocks. Let me grab this while you drink that. Okay. We only need one each, really.
Okay.
Because they're not massive, but it's larger than your normal ice cube. But this is my favorite purchase ever. It was $5.
They're fancy as hell.
Yeah. Isn't that cool? This is what I drink this is what it looks like when I drink my whiskey.
Whiskey? I can't do straight whiskey.
It's not easy. I'm trying to force myself so that in 5 or 6 years I can comfortably look cool and drink
Yeah.
whiskey.
I mean it's an acquired taste or whatever, but
Yeah.
I feel like that kind of just means it's gross, and if you drink it enough, it's less gross. I'm so sorry. This half of your table is going to be a little sticky.
Oh, that's fine. I'll clean it up
I'll
later.
wipe it down later.
Don't worry about it. That's part of the experience. Oh shit! Oh, I poured really fast. That's
so
good
much
though.
faster than I thought.
It looks like a real margarita. It also fills up quicker because the giant ice cube. But wow, look at you, little bartender.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
You got some pulp in yours.
Oh, that's fine.
Hold on, I have one more.
Oh shit!
Thing to top it
Still,
off.
Sprite.
Got a Sprite.
I did not know. Do people put that in margaritas?
No, but I'm going to.
Sure,
Because
yeah.
I
Fuck
feel
it.
like it'll be good.
Okay.
And then a garnish.
Oh shit! Sorry, I keep trying to jump the gun. I'm just too excited.
Yeah. These are horses.
This looks nice. Hell yeah!
Okay.
Nice.
You gotta try it at the same time.
Yeah. Cheers. That's pretty good.
I do not taste any alcohol, actually.
Is that good or bad?
I don't know. I don't know if it means
It's not gonna be
I
strong at
didn't
all, or
put enough tequila, or if it means that I put so much of everything
Everything
else
else.
that you can't taste the tequila.
Maybe. I'm okay with either way. If we don't feel fucked up after this one, then we'll double this, double and give it to the next person.
Yeah.
Double the strength on the next one. No, it's not bad. It's pretty yummy, actually. I would say.
Yeah.
You said some pulp in mine. There's a lot of pulp.
Yeah, there's
But
a lot of pulp in mine, actually, too.
But it's no problem.
Whoops.
No problem. Oh, sorry, the silence in the audio is me taking a sip of my drink. That's pretty yummy, I think.
Yeah. I like it, but I also don't like. I like drinks that you don't taste the alcohol. So.
Yeah, that's funny. We can play. You see our little game for us before. Yeah, tell me.
It's a game called the Hot Seat, and usually you would play it with a larger group of people, and there's little notepads in there, and someone reads a card, and then you write down your answer for whatever the question was.
Oh.
So, like, if the question was, what does the acronym SEAT stand for? Each person would answer that, and then the person who read the card would gather up all the answers and try to guess whose answer was whose. But with only two of us, we can just answer them.
Okay, I got
Because I'd know who it was pretty quick.
Is SEAT an acronym for something? Or is that something they do because that's the name of the game?
No, I have no idea. That's
I don't know that one. Bad example. But I do want to play, but before I get into that, I want to ask you how is it? I think you're the first, unless I'm mistaken, I think you're the first balloon model I've had on the show.
Oh.
So how, like, obviously I was there for it because I'm the one who took the damn photos, but I don't know, tell the story of how you were modeling for for Balloon Summer 2024.
So there was actually, I was supposed to be in the winter 2023 one, and we did the photo shoot.
Yeah.
But it just did not work out.
We got no snow that winter. That kind of fucked everything up.
But we froze our asses off doing that, which I had a great time, even if that edition of the magazine never came out. But then in summer 2024, right?
Yes.
The theme was like fast food restaurants, and so me and my girlfriend Bev were both models for it. She was Dunkin', I was GD Ritzy's.
Yes.
Love both of those.
Yes.
I think the photos turned out super cool.
Thanks.
In my photo, I had I had a burger in one hand and then an ice cream cone in another hand, and I was hot because it was summer, so the ice cream was dripping down my arm, and eventually we kind of just let it fall on the ground, which I think made it even better.
Yes.
I think just the little blob of ice cream in that photo is great.
Yeah, and the look on your face was perfect. It was like you're reacting to your ice cream had just fallen on the parking lot. So, I think it turned out pretty good. I really love all of the pictures, but yours especially I really like. And none of the other ones have that like added element of like something had just happened. Like all the other ones are very static and they're like looking in the camera, but none of them really have like a story necessarily.
Yeah.
Or they do, but that one, yours is easier to.
Yeah, it's like visually you see the story.
Something just happened. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. I always wanted to ask, like, I need to ask everyone I've had model so far, like, how was it modeling? Because, like, I experienced my end of it, and I'm like, oh, this is fun for me, and, like, I'm creating something, so. But I don't know. I always want to get other people's perspective on it, too.
But I also, like, whenever I'm taking photos, I always feel like I'm being super awkward, and I, like, don't know what poses to tell him to do, and so, like, I think getting feedback like that would be really helpful.
Yeah.
And especially, like, it's a lot easier if it's someone you know.
Oh, yeah.
And you can just be like, all right,
yeah.
I want you to do this, but not in this kind of way. And it's like, it makes more sense because you can sound like an idiot without being embarrassed.
Yeah, and they'll know what you're talking about. Yeah, no, that's definitely a part of it. I haven't done too many. I don't know if I've ever done a shoot with somebody I don't know at all. But I've done a couple of people that I don't know too well. But I haven't struggled too hard with getting people to post how I want them to. But I do struggle a little bit with, like, sometimes it is a little bit awkward when it's starting. You're like pointing camera right at somebody you don't really know.
Yeah, and you're like trying to adjust the settings. And you're like, you don't actually
Like, hold
have to
on.
pose
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I just am an idiot. I can't figure this out.
I can't tell you how many times I've started taking pictures and my white balance is on, it's like it should be on daylight, but it's on like indoor like fluorescent light, or my ISO is at the wrong setting or something like that. I'm like, oh, can we redo those like 5 poses? But my camera settings will actually be correct this time.
Yeah.
Well, maybe a little unprofessional of me.
I mean, when I first started doing photos, I was doing a lot of like senior photos, and I was just kind of moving shit around until it looked right
good.
and
Yeah.
adjusting it.
Yeah.
And I still do that sometimes, but now I like know what things mean.
Yeah.
Like, oh, if you turn the ISO up this way, then it's going to do this.
Yeah, exactly.
So that has helped a lot, but like, I don't know, there's always some like thing after every shoot that I'm like, damn, why did I do that?
Yeah, I have stuff like that too. Or sometimes I don't get I get kind of caught up in like what's happening that I don't think about the technical side of things. Like I just worry too much about like what I want it to look like, but then it might be all of them were like out of focus or something, or something like that, which is so fucking frustrating to get home and then it's like, oh, like.
I used to,
but now I'm better at quality checking.
Yeah.
But
I used to almost exclusively shoot on manual or on with manual focus.
Yeah.
Which is great for some things, but it is not necessary for a lot of photos.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know, it just looks better. It doesn't, because half the time it would be out of focus.
That's funny too. I'm supposed to wear glasses and I don't, so if I try to do that, like I just think it wouldn't work. I think it would be all out of focus if I try to do it myself. So I kind of actually heavily rely on the autofocus. Just have to hope that it works. But I can move like the little grid. I think your camera probably has the same thing too, where it's like the multi-focus points. You can move it exactly where you want to go, which helps. But still, sometimes it's not perfect, unfortunately.
Yeah, but you know, if it's a little out of focus, just turn it black and white, add some grain.
Yeah, I took this on film.
Yeah.
That's why I did it on purpose.
I do have you ever shot film? Do you
I think I've like pressed the button once on like Josh's camera. But I've never no, not really, no.
I have a manual film camera that I should probably play around with. I've never used it. I don't really even know if it works.
Yeah.
Bought it at a yard sale.
Oh, cool.
But I also have a point and shoot like film camera that is super easy.
Nice.
I love it, but I have like 4 rolls of film that I need Josh to develop.
Yeah,
so next time I see him,
yeah.
I'm just gonna
hand it to him.
carry him around in my pocket in
so
case I see Josh.
Yeah, I was gonna say start carrying him at all times. What was I gonna say? I have a point and shoot little digital camera, but I need to get a micro fucking screwdriver so I can take off where the micro SD card is. It's really annoying. I can't like that. Like I can't just open it. I have to get a fucking screwdriver. But I want to do something with that. I want to just bring it. I bring it in my little man purse, so that I have it on me at all times.
Yeah, that's nice if you're like going to the bar, hanging out with friends, and you don't want to bring your like
actual
big
fucking
heavy ass camera.
Yeah. So I need to do more shit like that, but I haven't really done anything social in a while.
Yeah, me neither.
I've been doing this, the podcast, and working on my zine, and that's it. And it's like wake up over and over and over and over, which is fine. I love it. It's good to keep busy, but
I have not
many parties
had an actual like photo job in a while, and it's been like months, and then this week I have 3.
Oh shit! Yeah, so you're probably gonna feel overwhelmed and.
Yeah, I mean one of them is for Bev. I'm doing her graduation
cool.
photos, so that's not super stressful. But then the other one, there's this film festival in Jasper that I think their names are Asia Hildenbrand and Shailene Grow. They made a short film a couple years ago that I worked on.
Oh, cool.
And they turned it into like a high school film festival competition.
Oh, cool.
Which I think is really cool. So I'm going to go to that and take some photos for that.
Nice.
And then on Saturday, I'm taking photos for a show for a band called Heavy Kites.
Oh, I don't know who that is, but it's cool that you're able to do stuff like that.
Yeah, it's I've done some stuff with them before. They had a different band called The Strangers.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when I first met them and started like taking photos and doing video stuff for them. But now they've reformed a different thing, and they're really good.
Yeah, that sounds cool. I'll have to check them out. I'm about halfway through my margarita. I feel like it's, I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't tell if it is.
I think it's decent. It
tastes good.
Yeah.
But I just meant the alcohol.
I taste a little
level.
tequila.
I don't know. I don't really drink tequila, so I guess I can't really tell. But
yeah,
it would be out of the big three or whatever, like whiskey, vodka, and tequila. I think tequila's the one I'm like. That'd be my last choice. Yeah. I don't know if that's a hot take because I think it's a lot of people's first favorite, but at least a lot of my friends. But
out of those three, I think I'd have to go tequila, vodka, whiskey.
Really? Mine's the exact opposite.
I don't like
Vodka's the best for like mixed drinks in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't like dark liquor, although there is dark tequila.
Yeah, I don't. The one time I ever had, like golden tequila or whatever.
Yeah.
Like the one time it was literally a shot of it, and then whatever else I was drinking the night. So it was like, I think I was camping. And I must have been drinking at the time. This would have been before I started drinking beer. So I would have been drinking like Mike's Hard Lemonade and shit like that.
Yeah.
So it's probably like a handful of those, and then one shot of golden tequila. And I felt like shit. Like I started throwing up, like the most I'd ever thrown up, like terrible. And I blame it on the tequila because I feel like I would have been fine if I never had it. But there's one little fucking. I don't even think it was a full shot. I think it was just like I just tasted it and it just set me off the rail. I don't think so. I think I can, but I'm trying to become a better drinker. It sounds so like fucked up when I say it out loud like that, but
I've
learned how to slam a shot.
I'm terrible at taking shots.
There's
been multiple times where I have spit it back into the pocket,
dude.
and then I took it again.
Oh, okay. I was thinking like throwing up.
No,
like,
I just like spit it out.
I gotcha. That's funny.
Because it like sat in my mouth for too long, and I was like, I can't do it.
That's the thing. I can't get myself like. Some people, I think,
they just open their throat and it goes straight down. I can't.
I can't do that. I have to like stay in my mouth and then go. I can't swallow a pill.
Like I'm gonna taste it.
Yeah. But my strategy is I'll breathe out. I'll go. Take it and then breathe out again, but without ever breathing in, because then it's not quite as like. And you're like you're breathing all the fumes and shit. It makes you want to throw up.
Yeah, if you smell it, if you smell a tequila shot before you take it.
I say don't look at it, don't smell it, just and go as fast as you can. But even still, like as fast as I can is like pretty slow compared to most people. But I think this means we should probably take a tequila shot.
It should be.
Yeah, I think so. I think it'd be funny.
Well.
Oh shit.
I have
Oh!
I have a
So
line.
you knew this was gonna happen.
Just in case. I can't do a tequila shot without a lime.
I don't think I've ever used one before. For like a chaser or whatever. So what am I supposed to do with it? Take it and then...
So usually you would do salt on your hand, you lick the salt, take the shot, and then put the lime in your mouth.
Oh, I'm gonna have like table salt.
I mean, we can skip the salt, or if you want to try it.
That's so funny. We're gonna be fucked up by the end of this.
Do we do a 1 ounce or a 2 ounce shot?
Oh shit. What's the normal? Like,
Most bars would probably do 2 ounce.
let's do 2. You talked me into it. After I'm the one who was like, let's do a tequila shot. I think this is probably I'll probably be freaking out after this one. My whole body is I'm gonna have a big reaction to this one. So you just put the lime in your mouth to make it not so miserable?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Basically.
Now I'm kind of nervous. Do you like my glass, by the way?
Yeah.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Is this tequila shot gonna make you throw up?
No.
Okay.
Unless it's like the most fucking nasty thing ever.
It's pretty decent tequila, so
Okay.
I think.
But I mean, I have backups on hand, so I think I should be okay. But I'm gonna move a lot. My arms shake. That's my go-to. It's like my arms will flap. Like it looks like I'm trying to fly away. I don't move my head. Fuck. Okay, hold on. I gotta mentally. I am gonna smell it and then take a pause and then I'll try again. Okay, I think I'll be okay.
Yeah.
Fuck. Okay. Do you have any cool cheers, like little rhymes or speeches or anything? I seen one the other day, but I can't remember.
I do not.
Fuck. I should have wrote it down. I can't remember. Fuck. Okay, here we go. Cheers.
That was
I didn't like that.
not great.
I didn't get all of it.
I think I did. Most of it. Yeah, I should have cut us bigger pieces of lime.
I didn't like that. I'll pour it in the rest of my margarita though. Wow, that was not good. Okay, realistically, it wasn't terrible. I just kind of freaked myself out.
I've taken worse shots.
I have to. For some reason, I don't know if I was in the right headspace for that one. Made it worse before it even started. But now my margarita's a little stronger, so
yeah.
A lose-win situation.
Yeah.
Not bad.
What's your
that was exciting.
What's your go-to like cocktail?
I don't know. I think I'd have to hear some like. I'm not much of like a cocktail person. I'm more of like I've just been drinking a lot of like beer lately. But
yeah, you are a beer guy.
But this doesn't count. I don't think. But my go-to like mixed drink is like a Jack and Coke. But like it's not like a cocktail. But
yeah, I think technically a cocktail is like 3 or more ingredients.
Yeah. I don't know, maybe like a Mai Tai or something like that, like something like real like fruity and tropical. But
yeah,
that's all I've ever really had. Honestly, I've had a few. Does this right now count as a cocktail?
Margarita's a cocktail.
I guess a margarita then would be my favorite.
I feel like you'd like a whiskey sour.
I don't know if I've ever had like a proper one. I've had some like shitty like made at home ones from Nick, my roommate, but my most recent roommate at USI, but I don't think he made it right.
Probably not. They're supposed to have like egg white and shit in
God, hell no. I don't know if I like that then. I guess you probably wouldn't taste it very much.
You like shake it so it turns into like foam on top.
Oh, I don't know how I feel about that. I think he literally just had like
doesn't taste like eggs.
Yeah. I don't know. I think he literally had like like Jack Daniels and then like lemon juice, like the little like plastic lemon. Like
the shittiest whiskey.
Yeah. So I don't remember that one tasting very good. It also like sat in the fridge for like days. He like tasted it and then I tasted it and like neither of us drank it again because it was fucking
this
shitty.
Will go here.
Yeah, nasty. Do you have a favorite like cocktail or mixed drink or anything like that?
I love a good mojito.
What is a mojito? I was just thinking about that the other day. I was like, I know what it is, but I don't really know.
Mojito is.
Is it like a morning time thing?
No, wait.
Is it like something people have like a brunch?
No, that's mimosas.
Well, I know that. I do like a good mimosa as well.
Mojito is like white rum, lemon juice, and soda water with mint.
Oh.
It's really good.
Yeah, I'll have to, I don't know. I might have tasted one, but I don't remember what it tasted like, really. But sounds enjoyable. Maybe we'll have that next time that we're on the show. But
either that or an amaretto sour.
That is your go-to. What's in that? Because I've heard about those too.
I don't really know. Amaretto.
Yeah. And
sour.
Yeah.
I don't know about anything else.
I hear good things about it. I think it's like a lot.
It tastes like lemonade.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I think I need to get one of those or try one. Should we play this game?
Sure.
What's it? Hot seat. I'm kind of nervous. If anything's too juicy or crazy, we can skip, I guess. But this is one I got earlier. I guess I'll ask to you, but. And also, yeah, if you don't want to answer any question, that's fine. This one says, what is the most embarrassing thing I've ever Googled? But
am I answering for you? Or
I guess you're answering for yourself.
For me.
Unless you want to turn it into, like, you want to guess.
Because the game originally would be, like, where I would be guessing.
Who said it?
Like,
yeah.
What you would have Googled.
Okay, maybe let's try both. We'll twist the rules. But what do you think? What do you think the most embarrassing thing I've ever Googled would be? I guess like I don't know how you would categorize embarrassing. Like I Googled something like stupid and like.
I feel like you maybe would like get too high and be like, am I gonna die from this?
Yeah. I probably have Googled like stupid ass medical shit like that. Even like dead sober. That's funny.
Mine would probably also be something medical shit. Like I'll have like a little bump.
Yeah.
It's like a red spot and I'm like, this is like either AIDS or like I don't.
Yeah. But yeah, that's funny. In the grand scheme of like embarrassing things, like that's nothing. But it does make me feel silly. But your card. And also I think these could be like good like conversation starters too. So we don't need to take like the game too serious, but
yeah. Unfortunately, no one has forgotten about that time I blank.
I can't think of anything for you, like something that would be unfortunate that people would remember. I don't think you have any like embarrassing stories or anything like that. Not that I can think of.
Know.
Yeah, I was like, I'm sure you have a handful. I can't think of anything. The only thing I can think of is when your car got broken into in Louisville. But that's like that's out of your control entirely. But I mean, I'll never forget that.
I got a ticket and my car got broken into in the same day.
Oh my god! I feel like I don't remember hearing about the ticket part, but I remember I was in the car and you called me and I was like, oh, Drew's calling me. He was like, my fucking car just got broken into.
Yeah, it was like when we were leaving that morning.
Yeah,
my car was parked in a like no parking zone from like 8 a.m. to whenever.
Yeah,
and it was like 8:10, so I was like,
yeah,
I'll just move it when we're leaving.
Yeah,
it'll be fine. Mm-hmm. No, in the few minutes that it took for me to get down there, I had gotten a parking ticket already.
I didn't realize. So you moved it, left it. Oh, that's when you got the park. Okay,
yeah.
I gotcha. I thought you were gonna say that's when it got broken into.
Yeah, I got the parking ticket and then I moved it and then it got broken into.
That's awful.
Yeah,
that's terrible. And what did they do? They smoked a cigarette from your car.
Yeah, they smoked
in the car.
A single cigarette in my car. They didn't even take the rest of the pack. Ashed all over everything.
Oh, dude.
Like on my blanket that I had in there.
And didn't even...
I had a cup of change that they dumped out. They didn't even take the change. They like sorted through. They went through my duffel bag.
Yeah.
And like I had like tripods and like
expensive
shit in the trunk.
Yeah.
But they didn't take any of it.
All they did was smoke one cigarette.
Yeah.
Fuck your car up.
And they wore gloves too because there was like rubber gloves that they took off in my car, which
that is
like
so weird.
if you're gonna wear gloves,
leave them behind.
Don't leave them, because then your DNA's out there.
Yeah.
What if I cloned you or some shit?
Yeah, or like use it for some detective bullshit. I don't know, but that's so crazy to me. Like, I'm grateful for you that nothing worse happened, but at the same time, like, it's kind of the worst robber ever.
Yeah.
Worst car break-in ever.
And like, you couldn't have at least taken the cup of change.
Yeah. You could rob me a little more.
Yeah, because I have to deal with the change.
Clean it up.
Yeah.
It's like you'd almost rather have it fucking gone so you don't have to clean it up.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That is so wild to me.
I also, another thing that is unfortunate that people have not forgotten is when I was in high school, I used to teach swim lessons.
Okay.
And I was teaching
for like people your age or like kids?
No, for kids.
Yeah.
And I was teaching swim lessons one day, and I like told them to push off of the wall and swim out to me.
Yeah.
And I was telling them, you can just doggy paddle out to me.
Yeah.
I did not say doggy paddle.
Oh god.
I said doggy style. And I didn't notice until one of the kids was like, do you mean doggy paddle? And then I realized.
You're like, what did I say?
I was like, oh shit. Yeah, doggy paddle. The style of swimming like a dog. It's the same thing. So I'm sure one of those kids probably went home and was like, we learned doggy style at swim lessons.
Yeah. Yeah, Drew taught me doggy style. That's hilarious. That'd be hilarious for them to grow up with, though.
Yeah.
I learned doggy style today.
Hopefully they don't remember that.
Oh my gosh. That's hilarious. Dude, my face hurts from laughing and smiling. It's only been like, I don't even know how long.
36 minutes.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah.
I guess. What's something people haven't forgotten about me? I don't know. I can't think of anything on the spot right now. I'm sure there's like little embarrassing shit that I've done, but probably also just like little shit from high school where I embarrassed myself a little bit or said something stupid in front of the class or something. But this isn't one that nobody would remember, but except for me. But this is an embarrassing story, I guess. But this is like first or second grade. So my elementary school had first, second, third grade on the bottom floor, and then fourth, fifth, and sixth grade upstairs.
Yeah.
So sometime from first, second, third grade, where I was still in downstairs classes, I was like, because they were the little kids and then they were the big kids. When you're sixth grade, you look down at like the first grade, oh, they're so little, blah, blah. So I must have been in like first or second grade. Now that I think about it, I think it was definitely second grade because I remember the teacher. But do you remember they used to have like giant books that the teacher would read to the class? Did you ever have that? Literally a book like the size of like I don't even know, like at least 3 feet tall. Like
I think I know what you're talking about.
Like a massive book that she could like show to the class.
Yeah.
Basically, the book part will come back into play later. But basically, I kind of like shit my pants in class, like in school. And so I'm like the situation happened and I start like crying and I'm like, I just shit my pants. And I go to my teacher and I'm like, I just shit my pants. And she's like, oh my god, okay, let's get you to the bathroom and we'll get you cleaned up or whatever. But I was walking in the hallway with the giant book behind my back so that like nobody could see anything because I must have spread out a little bit from what I was wearing. Or just even if nothing was visible, like, I don't know, some sort of cover up. But I had to walk all the way down the hallway, past a bunch of like sixth graders, like the big kids. I'm walking back with this giant book and like shit in my pants to go to the bathroom and like clean myself up. So that was pretty embarrassing as a kid, but
yeah,
at the same time, like, I don't know, shit happens.
It's funny now.
No fun intended, but shit happens.
Yeah. I mean, I pissed myself in kindergarten, but who didn't?
Yeah. Speaking of that, too, I have a funny story. This is embarrassing for me, but maybe a little something fucked up I did. But we were in, like, There's this kid, I guess I'll use his real name because it doesn't really matter, but his name is Mitchell, and he's kind of like one of those little like shithead kids. But like at the same time, like he didn't know any, but like we're kids and it's whatever. But we're in line, like a single file line, going to the teacher because she was handing out little like something for a fun little activity or something. So we're all waiting our turn, waiting a turn, and then like him and I are talking as the line is getting closer and closer. He's like, "Don't tell anybody," but I just like piss my pants, like, and like you did, like piss his pants. He's like, "But seriously, don't tell anybody." And I literally like immediately turn around. I was like, "Mitchell just pissed his pants." Like immediately, I was like, "Why the fuck did I do that, dude?" I was like, "He's like, why did you?" He's like, "Why did you say anything?" I was like, "I really don't know." I was like, "I don't." It's just funny, I guess.
Because you pissed your pants.
Yeah, yeah. But like literally, like within a minute of him telling me not to tell anybody, I turned around and told the next person.
I feel like they were bound to find out.
Yeah, a fucking big piss stain on your pants or whatever.
No, I went to the water fountain.
Yeah, I swear. Like after we're in line for fucking 10 minutes, it's like everyone's been. That's fine. I think I'm ready for another margarita. If there's still more.
Yeah.
Should we make them stronger?
Okay. Yeah. We'll mix
Or
it
would
with
we
ice.
regret that?
Here,
Do I
pour
need
your
to-
ice in there.
Is it okay if my orange goes in there too?
Yeah.
Okay. Actually, I'm gonna keep it. A little bit of my backwash in there.
There's a little bit of mine too.
Yeah. It's okay. We know each other. This is what friendship is all about. Oh shit. Oh my god. I guess we have all of everything else too. I was thinking that the rest of it was already all in there and you were just adding like a little bit extra to like make it a little bit stronger.
No.
I didn't realize you're like just fully making another.
Yeah.
I see. I was like, holy shit. We start with the tequila. Tequila Añejo Cristalino from Kirkland, from Sam's Club?
Costco.
Or Costco. Are they different or are they owned by the
Yes,
same thing?
They're
Okay.
different.
The Sam's Club and Walmart.
Sam's Club is owned by Walmart.
Yeah.
Costco is its own like
I
individual
see.
thing.
Tequila from Mexico. American and French. I'm confused. There's all kinds of different countries on this. That's the sound of a margarita being made. Did you? Oh no! You have to hit it.
Yeah, you gotta like unseal this top part. I didn't want to bang it on the table because it would have been really loud.
Oh, that would have been okay. Thanks for being thoughtful, though. Thoughtful, respectful type of guy.
Yeah, I think this one's probably gonna be
What's
pretty
stronger?
strong.
Oh, let me get more ice. Oh wait,
Here, they're still in here. We can.
if the drink isn't very cool, I'll get more ice.
Oh my god.
Spilling everywhere.
Yeah, my bad.
No, it's okay. There's bigger problems in the world than tequila being spilled on my
damn.
table.
What
the fuck?
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh, it's okay. We're drunk.
Fucked up.
I'll just clean this shit up later. I'm not even gonna bother right now. We'll go all at the end. All right. Well, now we're.
Dude,
Making a big mess.
this is. I'm so bad at being a bartender. Here, look, here's your ice.
Oh.
It's much smaller now.
We're sharing all kinds of germs and backwash.
That's
Can you imagine if this had an actual bar? They like reuse the same ice cubes and. Hey, it's okay.
That one is stronger.
Oh yeah, but
It's not
still
like
enjoyable.
terribly strong.
Yeah,
but-
it's still enjoyable to drink. And this is where I start to might regret a little bit. Now I'm starting to feel like a little warm.
Yeah.
My body temperature is starting to rise a little bit.
Okay, my hands are so sticky. You keep talking.
I will. This is a recurring segment I have on the show where one of us has to walk away and then the other one will keep talking. Drew is washing his hands. I'm going to take this time to... what do I want to talk about? I'm going to talk about... Drew and I came to be friends in 2022?
I think so.
20... Maybe
Whenever the first semester I was at USI was. I don't know when that was. I was there for a year and a half. So it probably was 2020. Let's say 2022.
Early, yeah. Is it late 22 or early 23? But Drew and I had... I guess I could have started with this, but this will also be in the description, which I put a lot of thought into the description of these fucking videos, but I feel like nobody looks at. Because not a single guest so far has texted me and been like, wow, I really appreciate the description you wrote for me. Because I write like really well thought out, like, so-and-so is a really talented artist from blah, blah, blah. I'm not throwing shade to them because they probably just genuinely didn't look or whatever. And if any of them listen to this, I better get a fucking text message saying that you read the description I wrote for you. But any info about Drew and his art and stuff will be in the description. That's why I don't necessarily take time from the beginning to be like, I'm here with Drew and he's an artist and he's a photographer and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that stuff will all be in the description. But... for context, Drew and I are photo people we met because of photography classes at USI. Yet another friend from USI, to put it very simply. But now we are both graduated and we hang out and drink together.
Yeah. Get fucked up.
Yeah. Are we still doing the bonfire later, by the way? Did the rain kind of ruin that?
I covered up the wood that was at my house, so hopefully we can still do it.
Yeah, I would like to still.
Guess who I texted and didn't respond?
Seamus.
Yeah. Seamus? You probably don't fucking listen to this podcast, but
if you ever
swear to God.
If you ever go back and listen to this episode, Seamus, you need to reply to Drew's text. Or anybody's text for that matter, because I've experienced that as well.
It's not just me.
Yeah.
If it was just me, I would be like, alright, Seamus hates me.
Yeah, and then you kind of just accept it and move on. But yeah.
But I know that he's just terrible at responding.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I might have texted him on like his birthday or something a long time ago, and he replied like a few days later. And then
I literally saw him at Baggy Jeans.
Mm-hmm.
This whenever that was.
The most recent time. Yeah.
And he was like, dude, I'm so sorry. We want to go, I promise. To keep inviting us. Yeah. And so then I invite him. And he hasn't responded.
God, I'd feel terrible like opening my phone eventually and seeing like all those invites and stuff. And like, oh fuck, like I didn't go like open a single one. But
so I like can't have notifications. So
what do you mean? Oh, so you always get rid of them and you always check them?
I'll look at stuff.
Yeah.
Because I don't like having notifications.
Yeah, it drives me nuts. Sometimes I've been pretty bad at, especially iMessage for some reason, but everything on my phone I'm bad at checking, except for like Instagram, because lately I've been caught up in, this might be a bad habit, but paying attention to like my Instagram likes and stuff, because I am putting like reels like every single day, so then I do want to know like who's liking stuff like that.
Yeah.
But really, I don't need notifications on for that. But those are really the only ones I check. But like iMessage and stuff, like I'm pretty bad at checking, unfortunately. I felt terrible when my grandma texted me on Easter, which was the 20th, and I replied on like the 25th, and I was like, oh, I was like, happy late Easter. But because I saw it in my little, like, the notification.
Sorry, center. Grandma, I was too busy doing 420 shit.
Yeah. Yeah, she was interrupting my smoke sesh. No, I did not smoke on 420. I haven't smoked in... I've never ever like smoked actual like leaf.
But you've had like a pen.
Yeah, but that was like years ago, and that was like
that was when you had cancers.
Yeah, but I took edibles like Shit, probably like 2 summers ago at this point, and I haven't since. That was my, whatever summer it was it was maybe 3 summers ago, honestly, 2 or 3. But it was the last summer before my like return to USI after chemo and everything. So I was like, what the hell? I'll fucking take some edibles and have a fun little summer highlight before I go back to school. And then, dude, it was a fucking wild experience, and I would totally do it again. I have a photo of the brand and the strain or whatever, so I would absolutely fucking do it again.
I would like to. I just like I can't handle it anymore.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm worried about. Is like, I feel like I have a bad trip.
I used to smoke a lot, and then I got I had a really terrible experience once, and I like greened out and had a panic attack.
Shit.
And I guess you wouldn't really relate to this feeling because you've never like smoked actual weed.
Yeah.
But there's a point where you realize that you've smoked too much.
Oh fuck.
And so I took that hit and I was like,
fuck.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
And then immediately I just had a panic attack. And one of my friend's boyfriends came up to me while I was like mid panic attack, and he comes up and he's like, wow, man, you look like shit.
Oh god.
I'm like, thanks. That helps a lot.
Yeah. God.
But I like eventually calmed myself down. We went and got McDonald's.
Oh,
and then
good.
We were
That sounds enjoyable.
hanging out in our friend's trailer, and I just started having panic attack again.
Man.
So I went outside and I threw up outside of this guy's trailer in a trailer park in Jasper, Indiana.
Did that make you feel any better, throwing up, or no?
Yeah, and then I rode my moped home at like 4 a.m.
That feels like a made-up story. That's hilarious. But I feel like that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
It's like the stupid ass random stories that you get from, so like riding a moped home at 4 a.m. after throwing up.
And
like
on my way home
from a trailer park. That's hilarious.
On my way home, I passed this cop, and he like stopped at a stop sign, and like he like flashed his lights.
Oh fuck!
And he like acted like he was gonna do a U-turn.
Oh dude!
But then he didn't. So I think he was like fucking with me.
Out, yeah.
And he was like, that was basically his way of being like, go home.
Like, I know what you're doing, but go home. Or maybe you didn't know, but yeah, you're out too late. Just fucking go home. Yeah. That would scare the shit out of me. Even if I wasn't high or anything, I'd be like, oh fuck. Yeah. That's funny.
But the last time I tried any form of weed, I had gotten some edible gummies in Michigan. And I got some 10 milligram ones, and I got some 5 milligram, like, sleep gummies.
Yeah.
One night I took half of one of the 5 milligram sleep gummies. Yeah. And I was already tired, so, like, I don't even know if it did anything.
Yeah, but you just went right to bed.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had some during chemo. The pen kind of worked, but I was also, like, pretty exhausted anyway. So I like to think it like helped me sleep better, but I only used it like once or twice. And I didn't really like it. And then we got it's funny too because like my family would like get them for me because I was like in my house. So it's just funny, like my family was like delivering like weed to me. But at this point it was like medical. But if that makes it any better,
you were in Illinois, right?
If anybody's upset about anybody smoking weed, like I think you need to rethink your problems in the world. Yeah, but this is Illinois, yes. But then they get me these little like orange flavored gummies instead. They still taste like shit because it's like it tastes the fucking weed in there. But I can't remember the milligrams or anything about them besides that they were the color orange. But I would take them to go to. It was supposed to help me sleep and help me like chill out from like a crazy fucking time I was going through. And I like to think they kind of helped me sleep, but they also kind of made me feel a bit more nauseous, which was kind of like the opposite of what it was supposed to do.
Yeah.
So I didn't really like those either. And then at Thanksgiving, we like gave them away, and I was like, it was just funny. I'm like giving weed to my family. They're like, "Who wants some?" Like, That's so silly. Also, I just realized I just bought this. I haven't washed this shirt yet, and the size medium sticker is still on it. So I'm putting it under my table.
Legend, size medium.
Yeah. Usually I do size up to a large. But,
Me too.
I didn't.
It is
one.
kind of weird that we wear the same size. I mean, we're like both skinny, but you're much taller than I am.
Yeah. Usually I do get a large. I like the oversized look, but not this time. I'm a weird like in between. I wish there was like a medium and a half.
Yeah.
I was gonna say because like for small medium it's like a medium.
Yeah.
But for medium large, yeah, I was saying large, a medium.
Yeah.
I don't know. I need one of those. I need a Marge t-shirt. Anywho, the fun time I had on edibles was a couple summers ago. And it was like, the package was pink and it was like lemon bean something, whatever the fuck. And those were, I want to say they were either 10 or 20 milligrams each. Let's go with 10 for the story. But I took a whole one. Or sorry, no, I took half of one first because I don't do it very often. I was like, just in case this fucking kicks my ass, I'm going to take half of one. Because I've heard stories about, oh, this edible ain't shit, and then 20 minutes later, it's like,
yeah,
your fucking life is flipped upside down. So after an hour, it was nothing. So I took the other half. I'm up to, like, again, let's say, I can't remember if they were 10 or 20, but let's say I'm up to 10. And then still, like, another, like, half hour later, like, still nothing from, like, both. It's like, surely I would have felt the first one by now. So then I took the other whole 10. So that, like, I took another whole one. And then, like, within minutes of taking that one, dude, it was like, holy fuck. And it felt like the room, like, imagine the room we're in right now. It lifts up off the fucking, like, off of the earth. Like, this whole apartment lifts up off the earth and starts flying, but, like, from your perspective, backwards. So, like, we're going forward my way. But for you, it's backwards, and you're like, you feel like you're on a fucking spaceship flying through the sky. That was going on for the whole entire time, for like hours, like 4 or 5 hours. But then also, I thought I was gonna be, well, one, it's a classic, like, everything is super funny, and you're giggling and laughing, and we recorded a voice note, actually, on my phone. We started, like, a podcast, we were, like, super high. It was stupid shit we were talking about. But then the thing I remember the most is the flying backwards thing, but then also I was not the only one that felt like that. Like, my 2 other friends also felt like we were flying backwards, and we all thought that we were gonna be stuck in this high forever. And it kind of felt like a TV show, and like we were like the characters on like a sitcom.
It's like Truman
and like
Show.
Somebody else was like watching. Yeah, it was so fucking weird. And I was like, I'm stuck in this fucking TV show forever. It was a wild experience. And in the moment I was a little bit scared. I was like, I'm fucked. I'm never gonna get out of this, and blah blah blah. And I ran upstairs to go to the bathroom, and I went upstairs, calm and cool. This is at my friend's parents' house, and like his parents are home. Not like we're old enough to be doing shit like this, but I go to the bathroom just fine. But then once I was done using the bathroom, washed my hands, I was like, holy fuck. And I thought his parents were gonna come and like kill me or something, or like yell at me like, you're smoking weed in my fucking house, or something like that. So I slammed the bathroom door shut, sprint to the basement door, slam the basement shut. I was like, and breathe out, and like I was like, whew, like I made it. And then I calmly go back downstairs.
Which would only call attention.
Yeah, I know. But I was like, yeah, I was scared as fuck, and I got downstairs and it was back to normal. And then my friend made ramen for us. Ramen just appeared right in front of me. I was like, oh shit. Like, I didn't even know he was gonna go. He definitely said out loud like, hey, I'm gonna go make ramen for you guys, and I'll be back in a couple minutes. But to me, it was like, it's just there all of a sudden, like fully made. Yeah. I was like, oh shit. So overall, it was a weird, a little bit crazy experience.
Yeah.
Maybe not so enjoyable in the moment, but looking back, it's really funny. So I would totally do it again. I would absolutely do it again. I just need to have like a day off the next day, just in case I have like a bad trip or something, or to like prevent me from having a bad trip.
I feel like I could do some form of weed with you.
Yeah,
And
I think that'd be a comfortable
not
environment.
freak out.
Yeah, I like to think that.
But
nightmare. Like
one time,
cause a panic attack.
One time I smoked with my friends and we went inside and we turned on the TV and we put on Family Guy. Just 'cause.
Classic.
Yeah. And it was the episode where Stewie has a pet turtle that is trying to kill him.
Oh my god. I can imagine that. Go ahead.
So,
sorry. Yeah.
So it like freaked me out. And I was like, no, this is too much right now. I can't watch this. So yeah. I made us
That's
turn
hilarious.
it off.
That's hilarious. Turn it off. That's hilarious. Sorry, we strayed so fucking far away from the game, but that's kind of what I wanted to happen. Like, the cards would kind of inspire some sort of conversation. That's why I just imagine you like smoking or having an edible or something, and it, like you're watching this happen. You're like, fuck, like turn it off. God, that's hilarious. Oh man. Well, I'm trying to think. I'm gonna say this for after the podcast.
Okay. Well, now I'm curious.
So remind me after. Usually I try to go to like at least an hour and a half. You never would have had a class with Sophia from USI,
I had part of a class with Sophia because it was some sort of, I think it was web design or something.
Oh, I gotcha.
But I transferred from that class into studio lighting.
Oh, I see. Okay, I gotcha.
Yeah.
I was gonna say so Terry's episode 9 just went up the most recent Thursday, and 2 days from now, Thursday, I have an episode with Sophia that's gonna go up on Thursday.
I love her. She's so sweet.
She's so fucking sweet, dude. She's awesome. She kind of changed my career or like my design life pretty much. Like I had 4 classes with her, so I learned a lot from her. But her episode was it was an hour and 4 minutes. But we were kind of on like a time constraint. I'm okay with anything from now until like another like whole hour. So however I try not to go above 2 because then at that point it's like okay, like people have shit to do. Yeah. Yeah. But the one with Josh was 2:20.
Oh, of course it was. Because it's Josh.
Yeah, but we had some good talks. Like that was a good episode, and I really want to have him on again. Every guest I've had so far, I would love to have back again.
That motherfucker can talk.
Oh my god, yeah. To a stranger, like to anybody.
Yeah.
So that's why I figured.
The last time I saw Josh, it was at Ethan Christian's like baggy jeans. They had
very recently
the premiere of the video they made.
Yeah.
That Morgan and Austin made.
Yeah.
And it was like you were supposed to dress formal.
Yeah. Did he wear his typical?
He showed up in a dress.
Oh shit!
With like his hair was done up like 1960s housewife. Like
that's awesome.
It was. I couldn't even look at him.
That's hilarious. Yeah, I can't imagine Josh looking like that.
But like he has such long orange hair.
Yeah,
like it works.
Yeah, that's funny. I'll have to check out. I'm sure there's pictures.
There's got to be one.
I saw Ethan was all blue.
Yeah, both Ethan and Christian were both.
That's hilarious.
Just completely blue.
When I saw that the first time, I thought it was like a Photoshop, like After Effect that somebody did. But I was like, oh shit, like this is actually real.
And someone was like, yeah, no black and white photos today. Oh shit. Because it's gonna look like something different.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that looked pretty bad. That's funny.
Okay, got another card.
Yes.
What would I risk my life for? So I guess answer for you and me, and then I'll answer.
What would Drew risk his life for? I know you pretty well, but I feel like I don't know, like, I don't know, stuff, like your, like, deep, like, core values. I don't know. I do, like, I know you're a good person, and I know stuff you believe in and whatnot, but I don't know. I can't really think of anything. Sorry, it's kind of like a lame answer, but risk your life for. I think you would risk your life for people you care about and like friends and family and stuff. I like to think that you would like fight somebody.
Yeah.
For Bev or for me or for your family members or whoever.
Sometimes I just want to fight.
Yeah, I think you would. That'll be my answer. I think you would, quote, risk your life for a person you care about, which I think is like all anybody could ask for. So, but for myself, I like to think the same thing. I'm kind of a pussy, and I try not to fight, but I guess I do have a story, and this is for Avery from my work, because she's like my little sister figure at work, and I told her the other day, and she fucking laughed at me, but I was like, I had like a vision the other day that like somebody was kind of like picking on her, like a customer or something was like picking on her, like harassing her at work or something. And I was like, hey! I was like, you leave her alone! And I like started like fighting him or whatever. And to me it was like, I was like, oh, like this means I'm like protective and I want to like keep the peace at my work, and I would like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
But she was just like, that's weird. I was like, this should be like sweet, and like I'm trying to like I care about you or whatever. So if you're listening, I'm kind of upset at you for laughing at me about that. But
yeah, what the fuck, Avery?
But yeah, I would fight somebody for like people I care about or something I care. I guess it's more about people. Like if somebody disagrees with something that I'm passionate about, it kind of just is what it is.
Yeah.
I'm not that passionate about like any like thing, like even like art or something that I like really strongly believe in. Like if somebody's like, oh, I would never fight anybody over like words, I guess. But if somebody was like touching or hitting or something to somebody I care about, then that's kind of where I like draw the line. But I'm like the least fucking violent person ever. Like I don't think my life would ever come to something like that. But I like to think if I had to,
that you could.
Yes, I watch a lot of WWE. I could do some crazy wrestling moves on somebody.
See, I'm like, there's things like that I'm like weirdly confident in for no reason.
Have you seen the shit about 100 people versus one gorilla?
Yeah.
Do you think 100 you and me's, 50 of you and 50 of me versus a gorilla have a chance? One gorilla? I don't think so.
You don't think
100, 50 of you and 50 of me?
So you think we would lose?
Yeah, I think so.
What
Unless we like all pile up on him and like
all pile up at the
like,
same time.
Maybe. I think that's our only.
That's the
chance.
only shot. Other than that, if it's like
a
one by one,
yeah. Oh,
and
dude,
then
we're fucked.
Yeah.
I think even if like 100 of us all at once,
then it's like still we gotta. We gotta time it right.
I don't even think it'd be a close fight. What about like 100 like UFC fighters? Do you think they have a chance against one gorilla? Like one like big fucking strong gorilla? Because I think know. I think they might have a chance.
Yeah.
Put one in a headlock, and then like they're like those punches are strong. So like even if you're a big gorilla, like that's gotta hurt. Like 100 of the strongest people.
I think maybe
you.
Then they could.
Being still, dude, like the gorilla would like kill.
But it would take
a
minute.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be a casualty free fight.
yeah. I think at least like 10 of them would probably get their heads snapped. Yeah. Yeah. But that is a funny video. I might have cut you off a little bit, but all right.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say I'd risk my life for a coconut Red Bull. You went like real deep with yours. Sometimes I just really want a Red Bull, and I'm like, I would run across traffic.
That's hilarious. I'm definitely making a clip out of that. That's funny. I would risk my life for a regular Red Bull. I've really become a fan of the regular Red Bull. I drink probably at least 2 or 3 of them a week.
I almost always have one a day.
I think you probably should slow down a little
I probably should.
I'm collecting I don't know if you saw in the kitchen or if you can see from where you're sitting, but up above the cabinet I'm slowly starting to collect a couple. There's only 3 right now.
I can see your
But-
Minecraft balloons.
Yeah, those are from my birthday. Those are from. They still haven't fucking gone flat. I can't believe it.
They look pretty full.
That's from January. So, they haven't even gone down a tiny bit. But, as far as the Red Bull thing, I have this plan. Okay, this reminds me of like 3 other different thoughts, and then I can go into my card. But I want to collect these Red Bull cans and collect like a bunch of them over time, and then kind of like throw them in like an unorganized mess and take a photo, create some sort of like witty tagline of like, "Oh, I still haven't got my wings yet," or something like that, or something about implying that like Red Bull's good and like I've drank so many because it's so good.
Yeah, some
That
like
type
a
of
Red
vibe.
Bull ad.
Yes, yeah, for a poster or something like that is my idea. So that's why I'm collecting them. And then I tried to do the same thing for Sonic the other day because in real life I had like 10 fucking bags of. I get Sonic breakfast almost every day before work, and it's a bad habit because I need to save money and blah blah blah. But there's like 10 bags of Sonic brown bags just piled up in my backseat of my fucking minivan. So I took a photo and I tried to make a poster of it. Again, kind of same thing, like trying to imply like, oh, like this is really good, so I get it literally every day, and I haven't cleaned my car out, which would mean that like this is a good product because I keep getting it over and over.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't come up with a witty tagline. The photo wasn't that visually interesting. I tried to make it last night. I don't know. I'm gonna sit on it longer. In my head it's a good idea and it's funny, but I don't know. It just didn't look very good. So I'm gonna have to give up on that. Well, I'm not gonna give it up.
Maybe
but
you
I'm
could
gonna
like turn it into some sort of like Sonic the Hedgehog. Like I'm not fast yet. Or whatever. Like the same kind of concept as the Red Bull gives you wings.
Yeah. That'd be funny if it was like you mixing up like Sonic the Restaurant versus Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah.
Like that'd be funny.
I used to post on TikTok
Mm-hmm.
a lot, and this was like 2020, 2021,
Mm-hmm.
and I made one where I was at Sonic, and I was like, "Is this Sonic?" And then I did like a voiceover. I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "How are you so fast? Like, how do you do that? How are you so fast?" It was the dumbest shit. And like,
it sounds really stupid.
and then it was so stupid, and like that was the point.
Yeah.
But it was funny because like I was like embarrassed to do that, so I had my window rolled up, and like I hadn't pressed the button, and so like someone commented and it was like, "The window is rolled up. This is fake." I was like, "Yeah, it's my voice on both things.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's fake."
This isn't real. That's funny. I forgot. Oh, I was trying to ask Google Gemini about like, I was like, create a tagline for a poster and for like, this is a photo and this is for Sonic and blah 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 blah. Try to come up with a tagline and it's just like the most like corny bullshit ever. And I'll be like, go more like edgy or go more like, I don't know, just not quite as like enthusiastic or whatever, like go a little bit more like tongue-in-cheek or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, I don't think Google Gemini has like that's not their personality. They're more like, it's just stupid. It's really stupid.
Yeah.
It didn't work, so it's up to me to come up with one.
Well, I think you can, because like you had
I'll
those
try.
Bush Light ads. It was Bush Light, right? Or it's like
the big one in the salon.
it's like most people actually prefer the smaller can.
Yeah.
That's like so funny.
Thank you. I'm pretty happy with that one. I think that one's pretty funny. That's one of
Josh
those-
was losing his shit.
Yeah, that made me happy that like some like people actually thought it was funny, because I feel like that is an effective ad, like an ad that can make you feel any sort of emotion. Because most ads you see it and you're like, oh, whatever. But an ad that will make you laugh or is like super like weird, you're like, this doesn't make any fucking sense. But then you remember it. So like whatever strategy you can get to get people to remember it, in my opinion, is a good strategy.
Yeah.
But thank you for saying that. I think I'm pretty happy with that one. That's one of those cases where I took the photo and the can in the back was like out of focus. I was like, fuck. But I used it anyway because I couldn't reshoot. But if I ever were to redo that, I would make sure the whole fucking photo's in focus. But
Yeah.
this one, hopefully this doesn't take too dark of a turn, especially if we answer for each other.
God.
But it says, what should be my New Year's resolution? Which I feel like could be fucked up depending on how you answer. Like, you should make this your resolution because you blah blah blah, like something negative. What do I think? I guess, how did we do it last time? Or should you answer for me what you think my resolution should be? You can be honest. I can take some constructive criticism.
I honestly
You just think I'm perfect.
For both of us, it should probably be like do more art shit.
Mm-hmm.
And like you're doing it more than I am because you have balloon.
At the moment, I am. I did take a long break, but in the current moment, I actually am doing some art stuff. But who knows how long it'll last. But
Yeah.
go ahead.
I think just like even if it's not for anything.
Yes.
Just like taking photos to have like because you want to.
Yes.
And it'll be fun.
Yes.
Like I want to do that more.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, that's a good one. I agree. I was just thinking today, and I've been thinking about this for a while, but something like the Sonic poster I was just talking about, that was kind of something I just wanted to do, and I knew it might not work out, but I kind of did it anyway because I wanted to, which I was proud of myself for doing. But then also, the thought I've had for a while was I want to make another zine outside of Balloon. So then Balloon will exist and kind of grow in the direction that Balloon is growing, but then I want to create another zine that can kind of just create its own like personality, if that makes sense, and create whatever I want to with that one. So I haven't really thought of what that might look like yet or anything about it really, but I do want to make it with absolutely no pressure. Like Balloon I put a little bit of pressure on because it's like a little bit more, I've created this formula and it's kind of has its own thing already. But if I make another different zine now, there's no pressure, and I just want to make it for fun. And another thing I saw today was from Jordan Peele from like Key and Peele, but he was talking about his writing and writing movies and stuff, and he was like, if you're not having fun when you're writing, then you're not doing it right, and you should be whatever, like if you're creating something, it should be fun and enjoyable for you. And that makes a lot of sense. Like the most recent Balloon was the one I had the most fun with so far, and it's my favorite. Maybe it's because it's the most recent one. It might not be the technical best one so far, but to me it's my favorite by far, and I think it's the best one because I had the most fun doing it. Like it was fun for me, and I might put it out in the world and nobody might like it at all, but for me, like I really enjoyed it, and I think at the end of the day that's all that really matters. So if I make another zine and if I like it and I think it's fun or funny or cool or valuable in any way, I think that's really all that matters. It's not so much about the audience. It is, but it isn't. Like the creation process is about you or like the person making it, but then once you put it out to the world, then it kind of does, you do hope that like people like it or whatever. But I don't know, if I think it's funny, I think my friends will think it's funny, or like if I think it's cool, my friends will think it's cool. You know what I mean? I think I'm friends with like a lot of like-minded people, so you just gotta trust your gut. If you like it, you like it, and maybe other people will too. So I think that's a good mindset to have.
Yeah, I've thought about doing just making one.
Zine?
Yeah, I really love doing like fashion photography stuff.
Yeah, you should.
So I've thought about doing one where it's like people go to thrift stores and put together an outfit.
Yes.
And then they model in that outfit.
Yes, that'd be awesome. That'd be so cool. I think you should just do it. Like,
Yeah.
If I'm gonna, like, I don't know, like, because you just said, like, we should both do smart stuff, like, if I can just suggest anything for you, like, just make it. Like, just go ahead and just make
I
it. Like,
should.
even if you think it's like, oh, no one's gonna give a fuck, no one's gonna care, no one's gonna blah, blah, blah. Like, just go and make it. Like, go take the photos, throw them together. If you want, I can help you with, like, the ordering and stuff. I'm an experienced zine orderer at this point, but, and as far as, like, throwing it together and making it in, like, InDesign or Illustrator or whatever.
Yeah.
But I think you should just go for it and make it. If you think it's something that would be, like, actually, like, cool and something that you would like to look through every now and again.
And I think it would.
That's also what Jordan Peele said, was, like, he said he wants to, I forget exactly what he said, he wants to write his favorite movie that doesn't exist yet. So.
Yeah, I think I've heard that.
Yeah. So I think when it applies to art, like, you want to make something that you would really enjoy that doesn't maybe already exist, or maybe it does, but it doesn't exist yet because you would be the one making it. I kind of lost my train of thought and I forgot exactly what I was going to say, but basically, like, if you like it and you would like to see it, then I'm sure other people would too.
Right.
So
yeah,
I hope.
And I think that it would be I think that's a pretty good idea, and it's just finding the motivation to do it.
Yeah, I agree. Somehow, some way, so my first couple of months post-graduation, I had no motivation whatsoever to do anything. And I think I kind of needed a break because I came back really, like, fired up. But for some reason, like, a month and a half or 2 months ago, I was going to bed. I was like, I sprung out of bed and I had, like, all these ideas I had to write down. I was like, holy fuck. Like, I was on a roll, and I was just writing down all the stuff, what I wanted Balloon to look like, what I wanted this little, like, lookbook thing for work to look like, all kinds of different stuff. I was just, like, pouring out all these ideas, and I could not sleep because I had all these ideas in my head, and I was like, okay, something in me is, like, firing me up to, like, just make something. Like, I don't know, I just feel this need to put something out in the world. I don't know, maybe I'm just trying to make something happen for myself, and maybe I want to start getting art jobs and blah blah blah, but I don't know, even if it's not like a job, I just want to, I don't know, something is just firing me up to make stuff or something.
Yeah, and I have multiple projects that I have ideas for and that I really want to do. It's just, like, 2 of them are, like, film related, and it would require me to write.
Yeah.
And I'm not a very good writer.
Yeah.
And so I just procrastinate it.
Yeah.
And I haven't made very much progress on them. But, like, I have the idea, and I think it would be good.
Yeah. I think you just gotta start writing it. Like, without thinking, like, with no pressure. Like, just start. I think the hardest part is getting started. I think the easy part is refining it and making it better, but I think the hard part is, like, the beginning of it.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, one of them is a short film. The other one is, like, a TV pilot episode, which I think, like, if I could get it to a point where I'm really proud of it and I think it's good, and I would like to, like, pitch it to a network.
Yeah,
I think that would be so
cool.
Fucking cool. Even if they,
even
the
if
likelihood that they would pick it up is so astronomically small, but, like, even if they tell me to fuck off, I don't.
Then, like, they at least saw it.
I still did it.
Yeah, exactly, and that's a good mindset to have. I think that discourage a lot of people. Like, a lot of people would stop before they've even started because, like, they're not gonna care. But you never know. What if you make something really good and they do like it? So I don't know. I think sometimes I'm a bit too much of an optimist, and I have this plan of, like, I'm just gonna keep making my art, and somebody's gonna see it, and somebody's gonna be like, this is really good, and we're gonna fucking hire him or whatever. But I don't know. I'd rather be optimistic than pessimistic.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's generally a good like outlook.
Yeah, on paper.
On it. Yeah.
Sometimes it bites me in the ass, and
then you like
I'm pretty
in
devastated.
practice, you just end up being kind of disappointed.
Yeah. But I don't know. I was never a person to be like, I'm gonna have very low expectations so I don't get my feelings hurt. Like, I don't know. I feel like you're setting yourself up for failure. If you're I don't know. If you're a person who does that, I'm not trying to shit on your beliefs or whatever, but I just, in my opinion, it's better to have high hopes and. Yeah, you get disappointed if it doesn't go right. You at least tried.
Yeah, if you have low expectations, you're not going to try as hard as you would.
Exactly. So, in my opinion, it's better that way. But it's easy for me to say because I'm the one who like acts in that way. So, the way I do it is better. But
I'm better than everyone.
Yeah. The Zach Winger Show, hosted by Zach Winger from Zach Winger Art, by Zach Winger. My wallpaper right now is that poster, and one of my coworkers saw it, and they're like, "You're so funny yourself." I was like, "It's just my only wallpaper right now." I was like, "I don't."
It's like it's art. I made it. I'm
like,
allowed.
You really can't call it anything else besides.
I mean, I have
show.
My wallpaper.
Oh yeah.
It's like that's a photo I took of Seamus.
Yeah.
And like it rotates through like
photos you've taken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like it's basically the same thing.
Yeah, I don't see an issue with it, but also I'm the fucking one doing it. But if I had to answer for you, what I think your New Year's resolution should be, I think I'm just gonna steal your answer, which is like the lazy thing to do. But just get started on that, like those art ideas and stuff you have. I think you got some really good stuff cooking up in your head. So it's not even like a New Year's resolution, but like. I don't know, something you should do this.
Yeah.
By the end of this year or start next year, whatever. Get those ideas going. Do you want to do maybe one more card and see wherever that goes? And then I always end on. Do you know what the ending segment of the show is? To see your test to see if you're a real fan.
I do not.
Oh no! I always do. It's no problem. I don't expect. Like, all of my friends or, like, anybody, really, to, like, always listen to every episode in its entirety. Like, yeah. I don't push that expectation on anybody.
I'll be honest, I have not listened to a full episode. I've listened to parts of them.
Yeah,
but.
That's okay. That's totally okay. A lot of the views I get are generated from the shorts and the reels and stuff like that. So, but, yeah, the actual full episodes are, like... The heart of it all, I guess. But no, I don't expect any single person ever to sit down and fully listen to all of it. I kind of just put it out there, and I'm just, if you want to listen to this, you can. But I'm gonna keep putting them out there, and obviously I'm gonna push for it, and I want people to listen to the whole thing. But I wouldn't like expect. You know, does that make sense? Like I want people to listen to all of it, but I don't like expect anybody to. I don't know. Shit, what was I gonna say?
How you end it?
Oh, yeah. I just end on, like, advice for the viewer. And even if it's, like, something stupid and silly but I think every time it's been pretty motivating. So I think that's something I want to have. People always ask me, they're like, what's, like, the theme of your show? Like, what's, like, the thing? I'm like, well, there's not really, like, a thing. Like, I kind of just make it. Like, which I think is... The thing about it is that there's no thing. Like, we need, like, segments and blah, blah. I'm like, no, like, I'm just going to make it how I want to make it. But maybe I'm too stubborn or whatever. But the one recurring segment, the most important one is at the very end, we'll, like, give advice, basically, for whoever might be listening, whether it's art-related or life-related or silly or stupid or whatever. So, that being said, we'll do one more card, go... wherever direction that may go, even if it's like a 20-minute side tangent, and then we'll end on the advice, and then we'll go have a bonfire.
Okay.
But yeah, your turn to draw a card. If it's not anything too interesting or anything you don't think could lead to like a conversation, then we can pass. But if you think it's interesting, we can do it.
I think this could be good. What am I looking forward to?
What is Drew looking forward to? I feel like there's a lot of directions this could go. I think you should be looking forward to... Okay, I have a few different answers. I think what you, in my opinion, should be looking forward to in a very general sense would be like tomorrow. Like every day you should look forward to like tomorrow. Or you know what I mean? Like waking up tomorrow and having like another day. You should be looking forward to whatever might be coming next and just things that might be happening, and you should be looking forward to those film ideas that you have, or art ideas or photo ideas or anything like that. I think you should be looking forward to I think anybody ever should always be looking forward to what might be about to happen. I think as far as excuse me, like stuff in your life right now, again, I think you, Drew, should be looking forward to those art ideas you have and making those things and like the good things that could come from them. Like you said, like those little, like the photo jobs you have coming up and stuff like that. I think you are probably looking forward to those. If that makes sense. I think that's like my answer.
I like the photo jobs that I have coming up are not exactly what I would like to be doing, but like I think they'll be fun. And like getting paid a little bit. And I am looking forward to like the film ideas that I have. I just haven't found the motivation to actually do them yet.
Yeah, that's the hard part.
What else am I looking forward to?
Yeah, so I'm curious to know.
I am moving into...
Oh my god, how did I forget about that? Yeah. That's something really to look forward to.
Next Monday.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
And then...
That is exciting. I'm looking forward to that for you.
And then I'm gonna... This next week we're doing menu changes at the restaurant I work at, Copper House.
Cool.
So that'll be fun.
Sorry, I interrupted you a little bit. It's Copper House. Copper House in Evansville, Indiana. Blah, blah.
Yeah.
But no, it's a great place. That's cool. You guys are updating the menu.
Mm-hmm.
Or like some change, or like are some key things gonna stay?
Yeah, it's just like a few things that we're changing.
Yeah, that's cool. That is exciting though.
And that's off the top of my head. That's all I can think of.
Yeah, it's even if it's like the smallest fucking thing in the world, like having anything to look forward to is like super important. Otherwise, you're kind of just like waking up and it's like, oh, it's just another day, and I don't know. Looking forward to something kind of at least keeps me going. So
yeah, I think what Zach Winger is probably looking forward to is Balloon Spring 2025.
Yes.
It's
funny. Seeing that the file name is Spring 2025, but what I put on the cover was like Summer 2025. Which I might have jumped the gun a little bit. I think it's still technically going to be spring when it comes out.
Yeah, but it's almost summer.
Yeah, it's like school's about to end and it'll be summer. So, yeah. But yes, spring, summer 25. I'm super excited for it. But
then,
go ahead.
I think the last time I saw you had mentioned like potentially doing some like stuff for the place that you currently work. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you do.
I can say it. American Eagle. Yeah.
American Eagle. Yeah. It's like doing design and photo stuff for that could potentially be a career opportunity, and I think that would be really cool.
Yeah, I'm trying to make that happen. I don't want to go too deep into it on this, but basically my wishful thinking strategy is I'm just going to make stuff for them, and then they'll kind of be like, oh shit, this kid can actually like do it, and then just go and do it. Like, to me it's that simple. I think there's much more to it than that, realistically. But it starts with me making something. So even if it takes longer than I'm imagining, that's fine. And I don't know if that's the route I'm going to stick with forever. But it would be a good start. And it'd be a good place to practice. It'd be a good place to do something creative for a job. So yeah, I am. That's a good answer. That I really am looking forward to both of those things. Like I said, this balloon is like, I haven't been so excited for an initial balloon to arrive yet. I only ordered 30 so far, and kind of depending on how many people
one of them's mine.
Yeah, I say one of them. I do have a list on my phone of people who have bought them so far, and you're the first one. Nice. So. You'll get the I'll keep the top one of the stack for myself, and then the second one in the stack will be for you. So but I'm super excited. I put a little I might reuse the same audio clip I used from Sophia's episode, but when Sophia's goes up tomorrow, I did this little before the episode actually started, I was like, welcome back to the show. Before we get into the show, I'm 2 announcements, like blah blah blah, and there was another unrelated one, and then there was one about like Balloon. I basically just promoted Balloon. I was like, go to my Instagram and check out Balloon, blah blah. But God, I'm so fucking excited. I don't know. I kind of made like a false claim on Ethan's episode that I was gonna have like the release party here in this apartment, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. Like it's confirmed and blah blah. I don't know if that's actually gonna happen, so don't count on that. I would love to do some sort of non-traditional release party somewhere, if I can. But if nothing else, I'm just gonna keep putting it out into the world and then trying to put Balloon in as many hands as I can. But again, really, really excited for it. I've been rolling out some of the photos, and I'm just waiting for them to get here. I'm gonna go to Zine Fest in You're fine. Zine Fest in Louisville, Louisville, Lovell, at the end of May. So that'll be exciting. I'm gonna have all the issues there. I'm gonna try and sell them there. Basically, long story short, super fucking excited for Balloon. But then, yes, the thing for my work, I'm excited to see where that could potentially lead. Who knows, like, what could happen from that. So, yeah, I'm excited for the future in general. I'll just put it that way. But the near future, I don't know what my life is going to look like in 6 months from now. I don't know what it's going to look like in a year from now, 2 years. 2 years, I could still be in the same exact place, or I could be... Who fucking knows? You know what I mean? Like, that fires me up. Like, that's what gets me excited, that's kind of a reason for making stuff, is if I make really good stuff right now, who knows where it could lead me, and who knows who could see it, and who knows where, like, what kind of jobs I could get or stuff like that. So I think that's kind of like the motivation for me, is if I make good stuff now, it can kind of lead to the lifestyle that I want to live. But yeah. Hell yeah. I think we're at a solid time.
Yeah.
If you want to go first, you can. I can't think of any of...
Okay. So for...
But yes, advice for whoever might be listening.
General life advice?
Yes.
Just fucking be you, man. As people are so concerned about, like, what other people think, and, like, myself included, I constantly am like, well, I'm like, I can't dance at the bar because people are going to see me and they're going to make fun of me. Mm-hmm. But, like, who cares? We're all just people, dog. It really does not, it's not that deep. Yes. It never was.
Yes.
And, like, just do what you want, as long as you're not being an asshole.
Yeah.
For creative, I think finding a good, like, community is really helpful. because you can all kind of bounce ideas off of each other and inspire each other.
Yes, absolutely. I totally agree. I'll usually, like, whoever goes first usually kind of like determines the rest of it, which is totally fine because I feel like if not, I would just give the same advice every time. But yeah, as far as the general advice you said, I also need to listen to that for myself, and I would tell anybody the same thing, but it is hard to not care what people think. I can't even dance when no one's home because I'm scared of embarrassing myself.
Yeah,
but
I'll get embarrassed.
Yeah,
of me.
it's so weird. So my advice, and I need to listen to this myself, would be to like you said, like, who cares? Like, be that fun person. Go dance and go embarrass yourself, and if like, who cares? You know what I mean? And that's like my very simple way of putting it. But the creative advice would be kind of what I mentioned earlier. Make what you want to make. Who cares what might work the best or make the most money or what is like a popular trend right now? You should make, like, if you're a creative person, whether it's writing or photography or art or music or whatever it might be, you should make whatever you think is good. And if you genuinely think it's really good, then I think other people will as well. Maybe not, it might not be as easy as you want it to be. It might not go as smoothly as you think. But I think that's a really great thing to try to do, is to make stuff that you like and that you enjoy. Because then even if nobody else actually likes it, you at least had fun making it. So it's not a waste of time. Don't think that you're wasting your time. Yeah, I think that'd be my advice.
I think that's pretty solid.
Hell yeah. Also, my advice would be try some new drinks with your friends. Drink some margaritas. Don't be scared to share some backwash.
Yeah.
Don't worry too hard about
each other's mouths.
Don't worry too hard about sharing germs. We're all friends. Everyone in the world, we're all friends together. So, all right, I think that's pretty good. Let's go have a bonfire in the rain.
We'll see how well that works.
Yeah. All right. Bye-bye.